Hey everyone, it's James Frederick. Welcome to The Little Things. So this is the 6th exhibition of 2024 and it's the end of my 10th season. So I'll be around until the holidays, but this is the last exhibition of the year. So The Little Things refers to small works. So I have a ton of small works to share with you. I've collected and curated an exhibition for you that includes 23 new pieces and a total of 32 pieces I'm going to take you through. And the subject matter ranges from landscapes to objects to abstracts. I have some watercolors too, some small ones to share. So I'm James Frederick. I live here in Provincetown, and again, it's my 10th season with a studio here open to the public. And I'm just so grateful for the reception that I've had over the years, and I'm excited to take you through this body of work. So I'll take you through one at a time like I usually do, and there'll be more details here in the description if you need any regarding the size and the finished size, of course, with the frame. And then I'll chat with you after we get through them all. Okay, we have a number to get through, but I am going to start with the more seasonal pieces here. So this is a collection of 6x6 pieces, and I want to start with this one. It's called Dipped, and some caramel apples. These were so much fun to work on. It had been a while since I've done detailed objects, so it was a nice change of pace. This one is called Autumn Time. Again, 6x6. That one took a while. I loved it. I love how it turned out. This one's called Little Pumpkin, and I love the light on this one. So, Little Pumpkin. And this one is called Trick or Treat, and it has one of my favorite Halloween candies, especially as a child, the candy corn. So Trick or Treat. And then we'll move over here to some larger 8x8s. So on the left here we have Rising Moors, which I love the light on the water in this one. So this is when the moors have been filled up at high tide and is starting to ebb back out. So you can see that the right side is a little higher in elevation, the water, than the left. This one is called Sky Break, and it's a view from the east end of Provincetown, looking at the town. You can see the town, the Pilgrim Monument there in the center of town. So it's called Sky Break. And I love how this piece turned out. This one's called Hazy Horizon. And it's also 8x8. But yeah, you can see the beauty of that pinkish color. And this piece is called Evening at Herring Cove, or Herring Cove Evening, but you can see Race Point off in the distance there. And this one is called Marsh Light. And then we have one that's a little larger. This one's 8x10, and it's called Heading In, which is when a fishing boat is headed back to the town pier. All right, now I have some more seasonal pieces. These are a little more holiday inspired and based on some pieces that I finished up last year of the Shiny Bright collection that I have. So this one's called Shiny Trio, and these are in white frames. I love them in the white frames. And then this one's called Shiny Bright Ornament. So these were a lot of fun. You can see there's a lot of detail that goes into getting the reflections to work well. This one is called Blue Christmas. And I love how I have the hook attached to that one, which is cool. This one is called 4-Pack. And this one I really spent some time on, but I love how it looks almost like three-dimensional. And with the way it's framed in this little white frame, it looks like a box within a box. So that one's called 4-Pack. And now we'll take you over here to these abstracts. These are 8x8, and I kind of have two series of 3, as you can see, but they all kind of are mix and match. This piece is called Windward. So this series, this first 3 were inspired by my memory of sailing here in the bay. This one's called Anchored. And this piece is called Waypoint. So there's those 3. And then I have 3 that are inspired by light and water. This one's called Gleam. And this one is called Glare. And this one is Glimmer. So those are all 8x8. Then I have 6 more landscapes. These are a little smaller. These are 6x6. So this one is called Clear Crescent Night. I love how that one turned out. I'm hoping that you can see without a lot of glare. This one is called Herring Cove South. So this is the site of where I have a lot of those beach fires. This is looking towards the concession from the South Beach. This piece is called Ebbing. And it's really a beautiful sunrise, actually, as the water ebbs out at low tide. And this piece is called March Day at Hatches Harbor. And it's from that dike fire road that we have that crosses out over Hatches Harbor to Race Point. So that's Race Point in the distance from that view. So that one is also 6x6. This one's called Dune Grass, and it's a view of the life-saving station at Race Point over the big barrier dune at the beach. And this one's called Blustery. And I love how this one turned out. This is actually a winter view, but without snow, of Pilgrim Lake. So there's a lot of little tributaries as it's a bit of a tidal basin, and it kind of gets higher and lower tide. So the grasses are more revealed and unrevealed, if you will, at different points of the tide cycle. So it's called Blustery. I love how that one turned out. And then I have some objects. Some of these you'll recognize from my retro show, but there's a few new ones, and one of which is called What's On? And it's this little retro TV with a classic test pattern. Do you remember test patterns? Yeah, they don't exist anymore, I don't think. This one's called Build, and it's obviously a Lego block close up. And this one is called Tab, and it's back when the pop top used to actually come off. So it's the tab of the can. This one's a new one. It's called What's the Hang Up? And I love how this turned out. It's a classic rotary wall phone from back in the 70s. And I love the retro wall covering. This one is called Penny Gum. And you can see a little penny in the slot there. And this one is G.I. Joe, who's ready for action. So it's called Ready for Action. And then finally, I have 4 of the little watercolors. So these are 5 by 5. And this one's called Beach Marker. And these were from my last exhibition, but they're small and they work in fine. So this one's called, sorry about the reflection there. This one is called Beach Heather. And this piece is the Gulf of Maine. And this piece is called Dune Roses. So yeah, those are great little gifts. And there we go. Quite an assortment of items. So there's the collection of small works. So thanks so much for joining. I wanted to give you a quick preview of my holiday cards for 2024. As you know, I do a new card every year. Some years I do a couple, but this year my holiday cards are based on my Shiny Bright ornament collection. So not sure if you'll be able to see well, but this is the set. It's called a Shiny Bright Holiday, and you get 8 cards, 2 of each of those designs in a great little pack, and it includes the envelopes. So a close-up of what that looks like. So it's a beautiful dark red envelope, and you can see that the card is blank. So we've got this design, which I call Shiny Bright Cheer, and we've got this one, which is Shiny Bright Sparkle, and this one, which is Shiny Bright Bell, and one of my favorites, Shiny Bright Top. So this one, the story is, after I painted this last year and hung it on my tree, not the painting, but the actual piece, in January when I went and took my tree down, I dropped this ornament. So it's no longer in existence, but it will live forever on this card. So this collection of holiday cards are available now. They'll be up on my website. Again, the link here will be to the paintings, but you can go right to Art Prints to get an early access to the cards, and then later I'll put them together as a holiday collection on the website. So yep, they're available now, and thank you for joining. Thank you for joining for all of these exhibitions for 2024, and it's just a pleasure to come to you via YouTube. Who knew when the pandemic started that I would be doing these videos? So it's a great way for me to connect. Thanks.